Welcome to Comcast Newsmakers. I'm Alicia Menendez. More than 1 million people live in the United States with Parkinson's disease, and 60,000 people will be newly diagnosed just this year. Joining me today is Craig Evans. He's the Director of Development and Individual Giving for the Parkinson's Action Network. Craig, thanks for being here.
Thank you.
So your work revolves around advocacy, awareness, education. Tell me about some of the stuff that PAN's doing this year.
Sure. The Parkinson's Action Network, we have a grassroots network across the country where we have volunteers in every state that work with us to educate the community and also contact their legislators and deal with policy issues regarding federal regulations, bills, things of that nature.
And so how do you incorporate volunteers? How do you incorporate those core members into what you do?
Well, one of the things that we do is we have them contact their legislators, and one of the things that we'll be doing in April is having them contact their legislators to do Parkinson's Awareness Month. April, which is Parkinson's Awareness Month, the Senate has given a proclamation to make it Parkinson's Awareness Month, and we'd like our volunteers to do the same with their city governments and their state governments around the country.
And what benefit do you feel that has, that raising the awareness over the course of a month to the community?
One of the things that's really important for us is not only raising awareness, but educating others about Parkinson's. Although there's over 1 million people with Parkinson's, the stats show that that's probably more. We just don't know enough about Parkinson's and how many people have it. Also, as the population ages, we're going to see more and more people being diagnosed with Parkinson's.
I was reading an article talking about how as the baby boomers age, the prevalence of this disease is likely to increase.
Absolutely. And one of the things that we would like to do is also make sure that people are being diagnosed, and so that we know how many people there really are, and also people getting involved in this issue because their parents will have it, their grandparents will have it. It's important for us to let people know.
And what are some of the common symptoms that lead people to first go see a doctor and be diagnosed?
Well, since it's a neurological disease, a lot of the first symptoms are tremors or slight shaking that people will have. They may be off balance. There are other such physical traits that happen when they go in to see their doctor, and their doctor would probably then tell them to see a neurologist to get actually diagnosed.
And so anyone who's seen Family Ties, as a fan of Michael J. Fox, knows that he suffers from Parkinson's. Is it common for someone that young to suffer from Parkinson's?
It's not common. The average age is the mid-50s of being diagnosed. Michael J. Fox had early onset Parkinson's. We are seeing more and more people at younger ages being diagnosed. Since we don't know what causes it, we're not sure why.
And so I know that it is a progressive disease. It gets worse over time. I mean, how does it affect people in the latter stages of their life?
Well, a lot of the physical symptoms are there. So it's harder to speak, it's harder to walk, balance is an issue. There are also some cognitive issues that happen. Really, the body just can't, the dopamine that happens in your brain is disappearing, so the body can't handle that very well, and there's a lot of physical symptoms that lead to inaction. So a lot of physical therapy is necessary, voice therapy, occupational therapy.
And I imagine that this is as hard on caretakers as it sometimes is on the person who suffers.
Absolutely, and that's one of the reasons we want awareness to be out there, because when people find out that their loved ones have Parkinson's, it's a very difficult and it's very complex. And if they don't know about it, a lot of people are afraid. And
so what does awareness mean to you? At what point would you feel you had reached the pinnacle of success when it comes to awareness on this disease?
Well, hopefully that people aren't so afraid, that they can identify Parkinson's as a neurological disease. A lot of the physical symptoms people are afraid of, children, if you're on the train and you see somebody shaking, people are not apt to react to that positively.
So if someone wants to become involved with PAN, either to volunteer or to contribute funds, how do they get in touch with your organization?
Well, they can visit our website at www.ParkinsonsAction.org. They can sign up to be an advocate, to send emails to their legislators. They can also join a local support group. We have information on our website to do that as well, which is a really important part of not only accepting Parkinson's, but learning more about it.
Well, I appreciate you being here with us today.
Well, thank you.
If you want to learn more about what's going on in your community, you can go to Comcast On Demand and click Get Local. For Comcast Newsmakers, I'm Alicia Menendez.